Let's get started. We have only 3 members, but we'll start anyway. So, basically, I would like to just give you a brief overview of what SQL Planner is. It's a kind of monitoring tool. Along with that, it also have auditing, backup, and you can do backup in script mode also for individual tables, and it also has the handover management kind of feature, like one shift can do handover using the tool itself to another team if they are in other shift. Other than that, there are small utility like index defragmentation tool and other things within it. And we are giving the SQL enterprise edition of this uh, for hundreds of instances and up to next 10 year for free to everyone. So you just have to go to our site. This is this one, MS SQL Planner.
Chandan, if you don't mind, can you record this session?
Yeah, I'm recording it.
Okay, thank you.
So maybe post this thing, I will share the video also. How can I minimize this? Okay. I'm not seeing option to minimize this. I don't know why. Okay, this is very annoying. Okay, it has gone. Now fine. Okay, you simply, oh, it is coming again. You simply go to our site. Maybe those who are logged in with laptop, you can follow me the way how I am trying to install. And many users had reported that they are not able to install it because of some difficulty. What they do generally is they download this software and simply do next and try to install it. But there is a prerequisite that they don't generally go down and see what are the instruction to install the prerequisite first, and then followed by SQL Planner software. So the prerequisite is two component in your laptop or server, or wherever you are trying to install in your company. It should have IIS and Microsoft SQL Server. So in Microsoft SQL Server, SQL Planner will install its database and a user to manage that database. So that database will have all the resource usage statistics and all the information, monitoring related information on those servers that you are trying to monitor or doing the backup or auditing anything you do. Those data will be stored here in that database, and it can be saved as for n number of days you want to preserve it. So that is how it is. And IIS is something, it's called Internet Information Service, where our tool is openable, I mean browsable. So it works on browser, and to allow you to work on browser, this is the component that is needed. Okay, so you just simply download our software from this link, and there is a to activate enterprise edition for free, you have to click on this link, click here, and it will redirect you to this page where it mentions that everything is free. And this is the link to download the license generator tool, and it will activate the SQL Planner. So I'll side by side explain how to install it. If you are in your computer, you can follow along with me. You simply, I have already downloaded this the SQL planner and the activator, and unzip it. Actually, you have to unzip in order to install it successfully. So first we'll go to install SQL planner tool, and I had already actually okay, let's do one thing first. In order to make things simpler, I will also guide you how to install its prerequisite, that is Internet Information Service. So you can simply go to control panel, and from here you have to go to Windows turn and off, on and off feature. Okay, here if you click, it will this is the place where you can configure your IIS. The detailed information, what are the features you need, I have also given it in a document. Here if you see in the setup file, it will have SQL Planner installation manual. So in client operating system like Windows 7, 8 or 10, it will appear like in a different way than the server edition. Okay, server will have different steps to edit the IIS, and client will have different steps. So those things you are seeing here, like here I am doing the check. This is the component it is actually needed. And in case of client machine, like I'm trying to do it in Windows 8, so it is straightforward. Let me go to directly where it is. Okay, here if you do turn it on and off, you would see IIS, if you expand web management tool, the IIS management components and World Wide Web services, these things you have to do check and do the installation. Like for security and performance feature, the check marks are the one which are needed. Same thing, let me do it in my software. I have already done it, but I'll show you what are the things needed. If you are doing it now, you can just follow me. You have to check ASP.NET 4.5, or in your machine you could have another edition like 4.6, 7, 8, anything. So you have to basically look for ASP.NET 4.x version. You have to check that. And under Internet Information Services, you have to check everything under Web Management Tool and under World Wide Web Services. If you expand, you need just .NET Extensibility 4.x version, whichever is latest, and then ASP.NET, CGI, all these components that you are seeing. Maybe you can take a screenshot of it, or for saving for later version, or I'll anyway share the video. So you are seeing all these check mark are the required things. Basically you just simply check everything under security, performance, health and diagnostic, common HTTP, and ignore older ASP version like 3.5, ASP 3.5, something like that. And you have to do next. If you click OK, it will install everything of IIS. Now to make things simpler, I have given a batch file here. If you simply do run as administrator, it will try to install everything that whatever is required. Most of the time, if it fails, if it does not show the window with 100% success progress, that means there is some problem actually. Problem in the sense either your system policy doesn't allow to install some of the IIS component, and maybe your system administrator have restricted you. But if you are in your own personal laptop and you are having full admin role, then you will be able to install it. So this is the thing, but if sometime if it fails in your company, you have to follow this manual and do the IIS installation. So it is showing you here, you can see 99.7. You should see at least 100% success, then you can ignore it. After doing that, you have to run the setup file, and I have already installed it, so I'll just uninstall it first. And sysadmin password user credential is required because it tries to restore the database and create a user which requires a admin privilege. So ensure you provide your sysadmin credential. So you saw in the background, right? It proceeded with 100% and exited automatically. That means it has done its work properly. And then if you come to install, you just do the checking of first two checkbox, like you are saying you have installed and agreed, you have agreed all the EULA and you have installed IIS and the basic components required to install it. Now here it is asking you, as I said, it requires SQL Server also, where it will restore the database. So I have already installed SQL Server on my local machine. I'll take the instance name and the credential, and I just have to put it here. You have to put the sysadmin credential here and do install. So without prerequisite, if you simply install, it will fail actually. So that is why I took your time little bit to explain why everybody or most of the user who is trying to install without following its instruction. Now okay, I had downloaded this license generator tool also, which I'll just in a moment I'll explain it. Okay, it has done the installation. I should not see, you should not see any errors here basically. If it shows any error, then that means you have to first fix that. It could be mostly due to some permission or prerequisite issue only. Now by default here you see localhost/SQL planner is the URL. So if you are trying to share this tool within your team, you will have to share the IP address of this machine to other user who can access it remotely also. You can even access via your mobile or any other devices. That is accessible if you are in same network.
So which means where we install this SQL planner, that server IP address we need to give, am I right?
Exactly.
Okay, fine.
So that IP address you should know of the machine where you have hosted the SQL planner. Now let it log in. First time it takes little bit of time. So by default the first user will be your admin and admin. A is capital here, note in the password also A is capital. Now I will have to activate it to the enterprise edition for next 10 years. Now this is the tool, you have to download it from this link. Maybe I'll share the link also in the team. Okay, I think people are automatically able to join, I guess. Okay, I hope they are able to join automatically. It is set, I guess. 1 2 3. Okay. I'll share if in case. Where is that link? So from here you should download the license generator tool. So if you run it, simply, okay, it is asking unknown publisher, but ignore that. We are the author who made this tool, and you have to give the basic detail, so that we don't publish your detail to anybody. We just collect it because we wanted you to be updated for our latest update, and any information we think you should know about us or about the product, we will share you the latest news about that. That's all. Any numbers, we will, maybe it's just for WhatsApp group only, and your company maybe. Okay, now when you click register and get key, what it does is it connects to our license server and fetch the most available license number. Okay, before that you simply, I'll show you, it is in trial edition. Now before that I would have to do the any monitoring job enabled first. Let me do monitoring of my local server itself. Now I'm telling SQL Planner to monitor this server which is on my local machine, and I'm saying, okay, if it is my customer, like I may have another 10 to 15 customer or n number of customer, we can create group by, for grouping purpose, we can select a specific customer name, and we can define that what is the environment type. Now here you see on what events or user case you would like to receive alerts. These are the setting basically, and I would say I would define any email ID here, to receive email. So you have to first set the email setting in order to receive email from here to given email ID. So if you click, you have to also note here that you have to give the sysadmin credential, because it will create extended event to monitor your expensive queries, deadlock, blocking. All those requires actually a admin privilege. And there are certain things like it will also create a folder to save temporary data of extended event file in the server itself. So in that directory it will create a basically a folder like this. In C drive or D drive, whatever drive you would select, it will create this directory to save the temporary file actually for expensive queries and deadlock and blocking, and it will try to also delete those files which are not required at a specific interval of time. Now I'm seeing here in the dashboard that this server is monitored. Okay, now give it some time. I'll also try to show you how to create a auditing job. Okay, auditing is sometime needed when you want to track which user and when he has modified server objects and whatever changes he has done. Okay, it's just for safety purpose. And okay, it looks like I had already created, but I did not delete it. Let me delete that first. that is what the error it says. I'll delete it. It's related to SQL planner itself, which I just left it without removing. So now basically it will use a SQL auditing mechanism and show you the proper nice dashboard. So this audit feature is already there. It simply use that feature and show you nice dashboard and alert you in case of any changes happen. So I would like to say that save it in another directory, any temporary files, and in what events I would like to receive and record the audit. So there are multiple categories like login, operation, security. If you simply show, you can see these many are the events when it can track your server for changes. So now I will say only if there are any DDL change. Okay, only in such cases monitor it. Okay, now I'll leave as it is. I did changes just to show you that it takes basically some time in the sense it will not immediately capture it, but because there is a frequency of monitoring and pulling those information in our system. So what are those frequencies? For by default for auditing it is 5 minutes, and you can change it as per your own requirement to 1 minute or to few seconds. So those are the things. Scheduler, under a task scheduler you can change it. Now I am just changing the schema, just adding one table, and I'll also drop it. Okay, drop table. Or if you, in your scenario, if somebody is changing procedure, logins or anything, it should be able to capture it. Now if I go to dashboard here for auditing, this is another dashboard for auditing. It will capture everything here basically. Okay, now you are able to see okay, somebody is spamming. Okay, now where is that? Okay, so we have two dashboard. One is for monitoring, another is for auditing. Okay, this will take you to other page. This is called auditing. Similarly, we have multiple of things in same tool. You can do the backup and auditing, etc. Everything is available here. Now we'll try to activate this thing from trial to enterprise. Go to setting, and under the setting I will provide this registration number. Copy, paste. Whoever has joined, can you please put your mic on mute? Yeah, thank you. Now under you have to take these registration number and license key and put it here. You can give your name, email ID, and let it be. Don't confuse with this word here, activate professional edition. It is actually a enterprise edition only. For some reason we forgot to update the text here while at the time of releasing it. So now it is asking you the OTP. You can either you will receive in your email ID. If you don't receive it, you can request to get the OTP for this registration now. Okay, so from this server, this will again connect to the server, license server, and fetch the OTP. You can put it here. Okay, and then validate my license is the button you have to click. It connects to your license server, and it validates that if the key and OTP was proper, then it says yes, it got activated. To confirm that, you have to come again in about section, and you can see that it has converted to, the trial is converted to enterprise, and validity is up to 2035, and you can monitor up to hundreds of SQL license, I mean SQL instance. So this is the way, and you are
up to how many instances you said?
100.
100. Okay.
Yeah. So if you need more, you can also install the same in another machine, and then again you can do plus 100. So if you have multiple clients at multiple network, you can install it in all of them in different network, and everywhere it will be activated. There is no restriction for anyone that no only one license per company or per user. There is no such thing. It's unlimited for everybody or anyone. One guy want to use for 100 place, hundreds of license to hundreds of clients, it is permittable. You have to simply follow this method. Now if you are stuck, if your company says no, we want to we will need some training or support or annual maintenance, we do provide that. You have to connect with us, and if enterprises is asking for such things, we'll tell them that what is the best practices, and training or support, everything we will provide. Now let us come to the tool. I would like to also share that. Okay, now you have already configured it. There is another thing that I want to tell you, very useful thing, is how to configure the email SMTP server, so that any such alerts happen, okay, it is detected, then it should send you to your email ID, right? So you have to come to setting, go to email server setting, and don't take this application email server, because it goes to out of your server, I mean company network, and send you the email via external thing. It's just for learning purpose. Those who are trying to explore how they should receive it, is meant for them. But for enterprise, we recommend to send it via database email server. So in your SQL server itself, you have to configure the email setting by there is some place where you can generate, I mean
database management.
Yeah, under management, I think mail, database mail, right? So
yeah,
if you configure here and put the same credential here, which database server is there, what is the user ID password to connect to that instance, and what is the database email profile name, and you can click on save. It will send you test mail also if you provide any email here. So then you can confirm that you are receiving your alerts. So this one is recommended for enterprise. Now if you also think you have to give it to your access to some your DBA fellow or other party, you can create read-only group users or admin group from this page and provide them the access. Okay, so let's say you have hundreds of SQL that you are monitoring, and you want to restrict them to access only to specific servers only. You can choose those servers and restrict by excluding those servers which they should not see. So that is the mechanism here. Now under backup, tuning and cleanup, your SQL database which you just did the setup here, right? This database will be here. Here this will grow after some time, so it requires some maintenance, right? Like index defragmentation, cleanup activity, etc. So you can create those things here also. You can do the cleaning up or manual refreshes, like it helps your tool to load quickly. So cache, update cache, these things you can schedule the task. Basically it's we gave it for our tool, but if you are kind of ISV or you provide small database services to client, you can use these features at your client site also. But yeah, so like rebuild of index or statistics update, cleanup of monitoring database, all these things are there just for our database for maintenance activity, but you can use it for your client as well. There are many features that a DBA would need to do is available here. I would like to share you the playlist of YouTube where I have already recorded it, and you can simply walk through it. Actually you will get a understanding how each of these different feature works in our tool actually. So like you can monitor your Azure DB. If you are given a scenario like find a root cause of slowness of SQL Server, how you should do it is what explained in this video. And if you have to understand where is the waiting operation, like there will be multiple of waits, right? So where most wait is happening, you can follow this video to understand where it is. Now auditing, if you want to understand auditing part, this is the video. So we have made a video for each and every feature here and kept it at this place. Let me share you that link here. Now okay, now in the dashboard, these are the main links to that will redirect you to analytical page or the index fragmentation feature or anything. So let me click here. If I want to see which user has done what activity on this server that I just did it, I can see some user has done create activity, dropped activity, all these are available. If I click on this, I will be able to see this particular user had run drop command. If we can see the drop SQL query also, what database, under what database he has done what activity, which user at what time, everything is available here. And okay, you have lot of filters here, all these things are available. So I think I'm done here for this installation. This was mainly for installation purpose, and if you have large team of DBA who is trying to hand over the notes to other team, this is the window I told, right? We have added the handover notes task management. So you can simply click you can format your your notes to the DBA, and they can simply follow this. Instead of currently they are actually managing via email, but you have this tool to now share the notes via tool itself. This is all I had to share. Any other doubt, or if you have some question regarding the architecture or anything, I can cover that part.
Chandan, I have a small question.
Yeah.
So, for example, we have a centralized server, or jump server, and where we have a SQL Server also we have installed.
Okay.
And the same server we have we can install the SQL Planner, all this we can configure.
Right.
And then so the remaining DB servers we have, for example, 10 or 20, whatever it is. On those DB servers we can register here, am I right?
Yeah. From jump server, let's say you have one jump server which can connect to multiple of SQL Server, right? Let's say you have SQL here, SQL box, okay?
Yeah, DB servers, yeah.
Yeah, let's say you have multiple of this, here and here, multiple. But this can, this jump server can connect to this guy, this guy, this guy. So the ideal place is this one. To install SQL Planner is this one.
Okay, so is there any ports, special ports apart from SQL Server port? Is there another port we need to enable?
No, you don't need any other port. Simply when you define the SQL Monitor job, here itself you have to define SQL, let's say dot SQL 2017, here 1433. That's all. This is what it is needed.
Okay, so just we can simply put the server name or port numbers and whatever account name has a SA permission.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so automatically it will be registered here.
Right. Yeah. It will be registered, and where you can see all those are registered here is from two places. Here you can see view or edit monitoring jobs, and from menu also you have that option, view edit monitoring jobs. So let's say I am currently monitoring for one server. I am server monitoring job is the tab I should go for, and I'm seeing one of them is being monitored, and under auditing job also I am auditing this server. So these are the two places I should see. Maintenance job is something if you create a backup or scripting or any other purpose, you will see all those jobs here. So those jobs are stored here actually, and this is like something is wrong, you want to see it, and you can also, if you click on this, it will be dismissed. It just says that okay, you have seen those alerts and you want to dismiss it for next alerts only you want to see. So that way you can do it. Now okay, here also if the one thing is analyze server performance health is the main dashboard here. So in case you want to see the server health and performance of it, this is the place you should come and see all the expensive query, deadlock, blocking, server availability, resource usage, all those metrics are here actually. So you can see all of them here. Nothing is there because currently nothing is expensive thing running in my laptop, so it's all good. So this is the place actually.
Okay, so the main dashboards are can you show me again dashboard, just dashboards?
Okay,
there are 3 dashboards, am I right? You mentioned.
Yeah, here if you click on this dashboard, right? Okay, that dashboard is you have to click on SQL Planner home page.
Okay.
Main page will show this part is like any alerts that requires attention will be listed here.
Okay.
And under menu, the same thing you see on the left side, right? If you simply click mouse over, it will show you the server performance health related report. This one is for any expensive query or main KPI like buffer cache hit ratio and all. This is the report to see them. You simply select your server, whichever you are monitoring, and click show report. It will come, everything will come here. So these are the main. On the left side you have lot of icons, right? This is the place. Now expensive queries you want to see, this third one is the one. Weights, if you want to see where weights are happening, your SolarWind DPA is mainly focused on weights, and they will drill down based on the weights. So same thing is here actually. Now you can also apply filter based on weight type and database wise you want to see. It will appear everything here. So this is like IO activity. First tab shows you the IO activity. Second will show you the weight type related. Now nothing is there because we just installed it. It will take around few hours of time to populate these reports.
So internally, what are the tools it will be used? I mean, within the each server. So it will be monitoring based on extended events or query store. What exactly?
Okay, so we use extended event basically. So the moment when you click, you say I want to monitor a specific job.
Yeah.
So how internally it does is it goes to connect to that server, and for managing monitoring the resource on expensive queries and what is that
Weights.
Weights and all, we do it via extended events actually. So if you come here, this is why we need sysadmin credential. So this is the, if you want to change some parameter here, you can do it from here also. So these are all, you see, SQL Planner, SQL, three things will be created. So you can modify the frequency or events, anything. If you have good control, you can modify manually also. By default, anything that is more than 1 second will be captured as long queries, and CPU time also should be specific to this. And it also saves all those temporary files that I told. No, it manages deletion of these things, because of which we need the sysadmin credential. It will automatically delete them if it grows larger, and if not needed. All those management happens because with that sysadmin credential.
So I mean, these extended events sessions will be created in each DB server, right? Wherever we are added.
Right.
So those are these extended files will be created in the C drive by default.
No, you can choose the drive also. You have that flexibility. Now I didn't mention here, like if you define, let's say, server monitoring, no? Here you get a option where do you want to save. Okay, it says it's already there.
Okay.
Let me delete and show it to you right away. So it is asking me to first either edit it or delete and create it. So I'll just delete to show you all the option that is available here.
This is the way we need to reach the server, right? For new servers.
Yeah. Every time you have, let's say you have n number of server, let's say you want to do it for 100 of them, you have to simply provide connection string here and connect and define the alert criteria. Now here it is asking you choose drive location to save deadlock or blocking or wait data. So this is the place you can select your drive.
Okay, got it. So this is the year we need to go through the each one and we need to alter according to our requirement, right?
Exactly. Yeah, right. So these are the selected databases. For example, you want to receive full database backup alert. You can select what database you want to see alerts and what should be the frequency. Let's say I'm saying here by default, if from last 8 days full backup is not done, then give me the alert.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So everything here we need to check and we need to configure according to our requirement.
Right.
while adding the, I mean, creating the monitoring alerting jobs here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I mean, so in the each DB we are going to have this, external events. It will be created automatically.
Exactly.
And apart from this one, is there any things which will be created on each DB server? Whatever we research here, what exactly objects will be created there in the DB servers?
In DB server, this is the only 3 object it will create. Rest of the things will be created on SQL Planner host database.
Okay, so wherever we use the SQL Server for SQL Planner installation, there will be everything apart from external events.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Just you got to need to know the details.
Yeah, that is important because you should know what it will do internally and where it will do.
Yeah, otherwise someone may delete by accidentally also sometimes.
Yeah, correct. So in server only these 3 things will be created. Rest of the settings, definition, you can also explore SQL Planner table procedure
databases. Yeah,
it is open to see it actually.
So the thing is, external events will be created on each DB server, and those files will be stored according to where we choose the drive on each DB server.
Right.
Yeah. And remaining everything is on the SQL Server Planner where we created, hosted.
Exactly. You are correct.
Got it. As of now, these are my doubts.
Okay, great. Nice question. And yeah, so that's all I had to share. And I'll share you the recorded video to everybody who joined little late or missed it, so that they are aware what we covered in this topic. That's all. Thank you for joining this Sunday. It was a holiday, and I appreciate you sharing your time in learning. If anything is there, you can always mail us here at our site. We have our communication channel and email ID, and we are also active on our WhatsApp group. Anywhere you can connect us. One last thing that I wanted to share is for anybody who want to see demo without installing it. This is the link, and it is bit slow, but why we gave it is running on very low hardware configuration, just to prove that SQL Planner supports all hardware resources. Like this is on 1 core of CPU and 1 GB of RAM. Here even I think Windows is also running, SQL Server is also running, and with our SQL Planner too. It is hosted. Yeah.
Without installing, we can check how it is.
Yeah, correct. So you can explore it with this link.
The tool, yeah. To explore the tool, we need to go here.
Exactly.
If we want.
Okay. Yeah.
Or else not required, right?
Not required. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Chandan, for explanation of all this.
Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday.
Thank you. Have a nice day.